Cool. All right, let's move around here to the Winmo.
On the Winmo side, we have a couple of devices here. This is the Neo Touch, which we introduced last October at the launch of the Windows Mobile 6.5, so Windows Phone. Pretty successful device for us. So it's a Snapdragon, also 1 GHz processor in a very sleek and modern design. And then we're introducing two new products on Windows Mobile. So on the next generation of 6.5, so Maldives, we're introducing two devices. One in a new form factor for us, which is, as you can see, a sliding full QWERTY keyboard device with a touchscreen. So a combination of those two elements, especially obviously for people who are not comfortable or not willing to limit themselves to a virtual keyboard. And we actually managed to combine those two in a rather slim and handy device. It's also pretty light, so we believe that this combination is pretty interesting, especially in a prosumer or a business segment. And clearly we also see that Windows Mobile 6.5 has a strong attraction in that space, which is why the two devices which we're introducing when launching now on Windows Mobile are rather targeted at that prosumer and business segment rather than at the real consumer segment.
What do you guys think of Winmo 7?
Windows 7, I mean, we're clearly looking at it, and it's clearly very promising and interesting, everything we've seen so far, and obviously we're discussing with Microsoft, and stay tuned on further things to come. Sure. So this first device is the P300, so Neo Touch, which is our series name for all the prosumer B2B devices.
All right.
So the Neo Touch P300 is this device with the QWERTY keyboard and the touchscreen. So it combines a 3.2-inch touchscreen and a keyboard. So running on 6.5 Maldives. And then you can find all the, I would say, standard applications and standard benefits of Windows Mobile. On top of it, we are adding a couple of ASO applications as well, including the Spinlets application that I showed you on an Android device. We will have it also on this device here.
Cool.
And this will be launching in March this year.
March this year. Very cool.
It's running on a 7325 Qualcomm processor. So 528 megahertz. It has a 3.2 megapixel camera, and obviously it has the full connectivity, 3G, Wi-Fi, GPS, which is, let's say, standard now on smartphones.
And so the last and final of the long Acer lineup is the
Neo Touch P400. So I'd say it's the cousin of the P300 we just saw. Although this one is the full touch version. So it comes on a 3.2-inch Half VGA screen, and it's also running on the new generation or next generation of Windows Mobile 6.5.
Cool.
As you can see, major improvements of that version are UI improvements. Little examples like the little cross to close applications is not on the top right in a very small display, but rather a bit bigger and more clickable at the bottom right. The idea of this new version is to make it more easy to navigate only with your finger and not to have to use and take out the stylus, especially when you're deeper in the menus of certain applications. In terms of design, as you can see, it's also very slim and handy with its curved shapes. It will come in two versions, one with a silver battery cover, as you can see it here, and another one, because as you can see the whole battery cover can be removed, the other version will be with a black battery cover.
Cool. All right, so for any and all of these devices, do we have any word on carriers, pricing, release dates? You said this one over here was in March, right?
Release date, just a quick summary, yeah, so this will be March timeframe, this will be more talking April timeframe, and then on the Android side, we're talking here also April-May timeframe, March timeframe, and for the Liquid E, we're also talking about April timeframe.
Okay, so everything's coming around in the spring.
March, April, so end of Q1, early Q2 for most of the products. And yes, clearly, as you know, we're expanding. I mean, in 2009, we already had quite a few interesting announcements with operators, key retailers, and distributors, and we're continuing in that strategy. And we will also make further announcements on our partnerships with mobile operators, with distributors, key retailers in the coming months.
So you're feeling good about both North America and Europe?
Yeah, North America, Europe, I mean Asia, EMEA, so Middle East is also an important region for us. So we really want to have a global reach, and this is also one of the key strengths from the Acer Group, which we'll be leveraging, is the strengths and the also distribution network of the group.
Awesome. Well, thanks a lot for your time, Adrian, and it's quite the impressive lineup we got here. Very cool.